guys, this is Eunice, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Short Herbal Medicine. Welcome to Short Herbal Knowledge. And today we're going to be talking about something we haven't talked about in a while. And it's something that you guys love to talk about, and that is our pets, our babies, and so far. And what I'm going to be talking about today is some herb that's going to help keep them healthy and well. Because just like humans, and so far, they're organic creatures as well. So we need to feed them right. We need to use herbal medicine if we can, and we need to choose the right herbal medicine for them as well, just as we would do for ourselves. So we need to do that for our babies. Okay. So we're going to get started. I'm going to name a few herbal medicine here. I got them listed here. Okay, one of the herbal medicine that I have here for pets is Valerian. Valerian helps calm the animals, helps them when they're in stress, when they have anxieties, and things like that. And it also helps them sleep, just like it does humans and all that. And believe me, these pets and so forth, you've been around them enough and so forth, you know that they go through the same thing we go through. Medically speaking, they have some of the same medical issues that we do have as well, including a joint pain, arthritis, and all that stuff and everything. And those and they usually are anxious and so forth, loud noises, and they really do have a nervous they have nervous tension and so forth, and they also have anxieties and so forth sometimes when they're left alone. And there's all kinds of issues and so forth, again, just like in humans and so forth. Dogs go through it as well, or your pets, I should say, not just dogs but cats as well, go through it and so forth, just as we do. This hair is driving me nuts because I have one string that wants to be right in my eyesight. Okay. Another good herbal medicine for pets is the skull cap. It aids in again in nervousness, jitterness, muscle twitching, and sensitive to loud noise. When pets are sensitive to loud noise, especially like during holidays and so forth. 4th of July, I experienced it myself with my own dog. Harley has passed away. It's been a little while now, and I still have not gotten over it. And so far, I don't think you ever get over it if you get attached and so forth, just as you love your children and things like that. When they pass on, you just don't get over it. I think about him all the time, and I do have and kept videos of him so I could go back and look and so far. And not just that, I see a lot of pets that look just like Harley. And I comment on those posts and so far. I seen a pet just a couple weeks ago who is the exact same color as Harley, look just like Harley, and it just could be Harley himself. It was just so strange. So anyway, yeah, even with the haircut and so forth, it looked just like Harley. But anyway, so yeah, I do have a picture, and it was a Shih Tzu. That's what I have. Harley's a Shih Tzu, or was a Shih Tzu, and so forth. So, and I had a lot of good times with Harley, and of course, Harley and I had a bad and good time together because he is a stubborn, spoiled pet puppy, as most of the children and pets are spoiled. So yeah, I take credit for that one myself in helping him get that way. But anyway, so yeah. Also too, I don't know about in Florida if they do have fleas and ticks and so forth. I'm pretty sure that they may do, but I never had to experience any of that with Harley because Harley, and most Shih Tzu or small pets are kept in the inside. But you do walk them, so and they do get into the grass and so forth, things like that. Also, look to handcrafted soap, ladies and so forth, and men too, because some men make soap, who make soap for pets and things like that. to help keep the skin moist, because I think Harley kind of like had dry skin because he was scratching at times and so far. And what I did personally was made him a treatment soap for dry skin and so forth. And then when I bathe him, I would use that treatment soap. But most of the time, he did go to the groomers and things like that. And I do know the groomers don't use, they use good smelling soap and so forth on the pets and so forth. When you get them back, though, they smell so good and they're all fluffed out and so forth. But, there was some times that I would go ahead and if he was scratching a lot, I would go ahead and bathe him in that, treatment. So I call it the Harley flea treatment, although he didn't have flea, but he just had dry skin. And it helped him with all the scratching and things like that. And of course, he would never let me blow dry him. He would never let me blow dry him. So anyway, he would just, roam around till he dries quick. His fur dries quick, so he would roam around until his fur actually dry and stuff like that. So it was a good time for him. And he likes that. Now I don't know if the water is too hot. It's probably just warm and so far. But most pets and so forth that do love water love that nice warm water or cool water on their bodies when you're bathing them and so forth and all that. So they do enjoy that and everything. So, but those are the two herbal medicine that you can give to your pets and so forth. And how you give it to them is you give it to them in a tonic in a little bottle with a little tube to it so that you can like drop it into their mouth and so forth and everything, which is how I did Harley. Now I know that some dogs or pets, cats and whatever, do have an issue with taking medicine and so forth, and you kind of have to trick them into it and so forth, like put it in their food to give it to them and so forth. Harley wasn't that way and so forth, but the cat that I did have, Socks, I had a cat before, Socks, he was very tricky that way. You had to like put his medicine in his food and also give him like a little tuna or something and put that in, put the medicine in his food and things like that. But it was easier giving Harley medicine than it was Socks. So, but yeah, so you can do that. Most, um, pet owners and so far can, give their pets medicine through that little bottle, little tube and so forth and drop it in their mouth and things like that. And some can actually just give them a chewy or something like that, or drop a chewy in their food and things like that and so far. But yeah, Valerian is good. It's good for human beings as well, like I said, as for the pets and so far. And it's also good for dogs and cats that are anxious, to loud noise, nervous, has nervous tension. When they left alone, they have anxiety and they're stressed and things like that. These are things that you can help your pet with, as well as giving them a good night's sleep. Valerian also helps with insomnia and so forth and all that. And skull cap is also a good for that nervousness, jitterness, muscle twitching, and pets that are sensitive to noise and things like that. Also, too, I want to mention that skull cap is also for joint pain. It helps with joint pains as well. So if your puppy has joint pains and so forth and all that, skull cap will be a good alternative to help him and things like that. And so far, as well as most people are going to take their pets to the vet. But if you want to help your pet before they get to the vet and so forth, these are some alternatives that you can actually use, with the pets and things like that. I have so many good stories and also some bad stories with my I believe we had Harley like 3 years and so far before he passed and so far. And the thing with Harley and so far is that I did not know that he was sick, and he did get his regular shots for his regular shots and checkups and things like that. That yearly vaccine that they had to get for rabies. And when they do the rabies shots and so forth, they also check them for other things and stuff like that. And I had no reason to take him to the vet, because he was sick or anything, like that and so forth. Um, he did have trouble with us leaving him behind. Usually, when I leave him behind, because when he was here, I would go thrifting and things like that, and I wouldn't take him with me. So I would leave him behind, and he didn't like that. So he and I had a good and bad time on that note and so forth, because he tried to manipulate me, all the time and so forth. But we got through it. And I did get my thrifting done and so far. So with any pet or any relationship, pet and human, that's going to be good and bad times and so far, and all that, and the fact that one of the things about pets and so far is that they know and can sense things. They sense when you love them. They know that, and so far, they know that when you don't. They know that you. They just have that sense of feeling and things like that, and so far. So, and saying that they can manipulate you and things like that, and so far, because they're so cute. And they're so adorable. So they can do that and so far, but you gotta, keep one foot down in a way to be disciplined to them to keep them on the right path. With pets and so far, and all that. And so this is one of those days that I'm actually missing Harley. So this is one of the reasons I'm like doing the Herbs for Pets and so forth, so I can get all this out and so forth and things like that. But yeah, and this also may help someone who does have a Shih Tzu or it works on any other breed of dog and so forth. But this is just one breed that I have. It was a Shih Tzu, and all that. But and it also works on cats as well too. So yeah, but yeah. Hopefully, this information will help keep your pets and stuff um happy and healthy through the upcoming holiday, and not just for the holidays and so far, but definite for like when 4th of July come, because this is when the pets and so forth really gets disturbed with all the um firecrackers going off and things like that and so forth. They very, even Harley did that and so forth. And, just give them a little something to relax them and so forth. And also, they do have those earmuffs too for pets and so forth that you can just put them on for the 4th of July to help keep them away from the noise and so forth. But there's other different noises and so forth that will, make them nervous. These puppies are very fragile and frail and so forth anyway, and so forth, because they're little and so forth. They're so sweet and little and all that. So, you just want to take care of them, make sure that they're, again, happy and safe. And those are two herbs that I have found that are, through my research, that are very, very good in helping pets and so forth, that are good for pets and so forth, as is for humans and so forth. And I want to thank you for joining me today and listen to these little niplets or about Harley and things like that and so forth. And if you had a pet, you know what I mean and all that and so forth. And I will see you next Thursday on another herbal medicine, herbal knowledge and so forth. Thanks for watching. Bye.